Greetings and welcome to the channel for your first time or your 87th or 14th time. I am Jared Johnson, the Jared J. Joining me for the 178 or 12th time is Talmadge Rodger Varnado the third.
Might be good to be here. I don't know.
It might be. He's still trying to figure that one out. So Talmadge and I started a series. We've been studying the book of Matthew in a Bible study, okay. But we started a new series. Talmadge, there's no book of Justin. I thought we went over this. You can look in the table of contents. It's probably still not there.
My bad.
So anyway, sometimes we lose focus in life. That's what happens. It happens with all of us. We're in part 2 of our series on Justins. We're going to be adjusting to Justin. If you didn't catch our part 1 episode of this series,
go back and catch it.
Go back and catch it. Good pun there, because we're talking about a legendary receiver, Justin Jefferson. How good is Justin Jefferson? That was part 1. Today we're going to pass things along to another position, and that's the question: how good is Justin Herbert? Now, if you don't know who Justin Herbert is, come on, seriously?
They don't watch football.
Evidently not. He is currently the starting quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers of the National Football League. 6'6", 236 pounds, 27 years old, currently in his 6th season. Talmadge and I did discuss him in our episode of Top 10 Quarterbacks Currently in the NFL. If you've not seen that episode, you could go back and watch that one as well.
Right.
It is optional. Justin Herbert, just a little bit of a spoiler, is on both of our lists. And the interesting thing, too, I don't know if we talked about this off camera or not, we had the exact same 10 quarterbacks, just not in the same order. Did you realize that?
No, I didn't.
We had the exact same 10 guys. We had an identical, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go watch the episode. Some of them were identical, but we had the same 10 guys, just not all in the same order. Justin Herbert is on both of our lists. I'm going to run through some information on him just because it's so good. I want to rehash it, even if you've seen that episode or even if you already know it. This guy owns several NFL records that I'm going to run through quickly. Most passing yards in a quarterback's first two seasons, 9,350. Most passing yards in a quarterback's first 3 seasons, 14,089. Most passing yards in a quarterback's first 4 seasons, 17,223. Most passing yards in a quarterback's first 5 seasons, 21,093.
I'm catching the pattern here.
Yes. The pattern he's throwing out to us. Most completions in a quarterback's first 5 seasons, 1,945. Most passing touchdowns by a rookie quarterback, 31. Most total touchdowns by a rookie quarterback, 36. Most 300-yard passing games by a rookie quarterback, 8. I got to pause. My goodness, rookie or not, how many guys throw for 300 yards or more 8 times in a season?
Too many, even in today's game.
Even in today's era. Most completions by a rookie quarterback, 396. Most games with at least 3 touchdown passes by a rookie, 6. Again, my goodness, as a rookie. Most total touchdown in a quarterback's first 2 seasons, 77. And first quarterback to record 30 touchdown passes in each of his first 2 seasons. Oh, also, couple more. Most completions in first 50 games of a career, 1,316. Most consecutive seasons of 4,000 passing yards to begin a career, 3. So not just 3 consecutive 4,000 yards, first 3 seasons of the young man's career. The past couple of seasons, he's been under the 4,000-yard mark. 2023, he missed some games with injury. And then last year, Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman had this idea that we need to just pound the ball and pound the ball and pound the ball.
Change of philosophy.
With J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
And by the end of the year, they were airing it out more. So he still had a pretty good year. Didn't quite hit the 4,000-yard mark. But all those numbers I just put up to say the guy's off to a phenomenal start. He's also, and without looking at my screen, Talmadge, I'm going to test your knowledge a little bit. Herbert is one of only 9 quarterbacks to pass for 5,000 yards in a single season. Can you name, how many of the other 8 can you name?
Marino.
He was the first to do it.
Breeze. Brady?
Yep.
Manning?
Yep.
That's all that come to mind.
Okay, that's pretty darn good, not being prepared for this question. Yeah, my producing partner is a little disappointed, and understandably so.
I did that on purpose.
You were waiting.
I did that on purpose.
He just wanted to see if Chris would come all the way back in here. So Ben Roethlisberger.
Kind of like the Larry Bird philosophy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's my home.
Ben Roethlisberger, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes,
Thank you.
and Jameis Winston. A lot of people forget that he did it in Tampa Bay.
Well, now that you say it, I remember, but I don't know if it would have come to
I was
me.
the same way. When I wanted to make sure I didn't leave anybody else, I went back and looked, and I was like, he sure did, didn't he? And he can, we're not going to do too much on him, Jameis Winston. He can, see if you can find him in there as well.
I don't see him either.
No, there's probably a reason for that. Winston 1 year with Tampa Bay, and then the very next year, he either got cut or traded and was on the Saints. So that's what the Buccaneers didn't have a good record, but he did throw for 5,000 yards and then went to a new team.
That was the 30 touchdown, 30 interception year.
Yes, I was just saying there's a reason that because he had the 30 for 30, but not as you always think about it. Mahomes has thrown for 5,000 yards or more twice. Brady twice. Drew Brees 5 times. So to put that in perspective, Herbert, and I'm not going to go through year by year every number. I went through the significance. But his second season, he did have 5,014 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. As I said, he's in his 6th season. I'm going to real quickly talk about where he ranks all time in a couple of categories. As of this recording, 23,784 career passing yards. He ranks 92nd all time. 156 career touchdown passes, tied for 92nd of all time. Ironic that he lines up at that spot in both those categories. Touchdown passes tied with Steve Bartkowski and, again, the great Jameis Winston. So, putting in perspective where he ranks all time may not sound like he's that great, but just like our first episode in this series, Justin Herbert has played 6 seasons, much like Justin Jefferson. So you got to put that in perspective. I'm going to contrast Herbert a little bit with a guy that I think most people would agree had the best career of any quarterback in NFL history.
Joe Montana.
Some people would say that. Doug Flutie.
No one would say that.
Canadian League stats, you might say that about that.
That'd be Warren
league,
Moon, sorry.
Maybe Warren Moon. I was thinking of Tom Brady. So I'll look at his first 6 seasons versus Justin Herbert's first 6 seasons.
There won't be a contest, but go ahead.
We already know, but just to give some idea, Brady's first 6 seasons, 18,035 yards. Herbert's gone for 23,784. 123 touchdown passes for Brady in his first 6 seasons. 156 for Herbert. Now, the era has changed a bit.
Yeah.
They do throw the ball more. And Brady's rookie season, he was a 6th-round draft pick. Played behind Drew Bledsoe. He was 1 for 3 passing for 3 yards as a rookie, if I'm not mistaken. There's no comparison. Herbert went to a team that needed a quarterback right away, and a lot of rookie quarterbacks don't last beyond a year because they get thrown in the fire and can't handle it. Herbert did. Herbert was great right away. So there's the difference there. But Brady did it. Brady played 23 seasons and retired at the age of 45. In his age 44 season, Tom Brady recorded 5,316 passing yards, 43 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions at age 44. At an age where most people would not even think about being able to go out. Actually, a lot of people might think and claim they could do it. Nobody really could. Him and Drew Brees came close. Injuries kind of caught up to him at the end of his career. But, yeah, Brady did it for that long on that level. So taking all that into perspective, Talmadge, how do you answer the question? Just how good is Justin Herbert?
Well, I think he's as good as his numbers show. He's going to be, a top 5 or 6 quarterback in the league right now. Really, the only question for him is longevity and, of course, success in the playoffs, which he has not had.
0 career playoff victories.
People won't see him where he probably deserves to be ranked until he has some success in the playoffs, especially playing the quarterback position. Because keep in mind, if he has success in the playoffs and he keeps these kind of numbers, he's seen in the light of the Drew Breeses of the world. If he doesn't have success in the playoffs, but he keeps these kind of numbers, he's Phillip Rivers.
That's actually a good point. Phillip Rivers, great career. I would say great quarterback.
At which I think he'll make the Hall, but I'm saying if he had more success in the playoffs, it would be no question.
You wouldn't have to. It would be a Talmadge catchphrase. There's just no question.
And I think that's where he is in his career now. It's still early. I'm not putting it all on him.
Right.
But he's got to have some success in the playoffs at some point.
Yeah. Well, and to be viewed this way, his individual ability, he's as good either way because it is a team sport. But what you're saying is certainly valid. The way his career is going to be viewed, the lens upon which it's looked through, it's going to largely be contingent.
And with the coach they have, I think it will come. But it hadn't happened yet.
It hadn't happened yet. Now, the time y'all see this episode, the Chargers may have won a playoff game. That could change this year.
Yeah,
we don't know. We're not wishing against him, or I don't think so. My producing partner probably is because they're, AFC West rivals. But Herbert, I think right now, again, he's played 6 seasons. I can't really compare him with the greatest quarterbacks of all time just yet. Like I said, Brady played 23 seasons. I can't say for Herbert right now. Like if his career ended today, I can't compare him with Brady, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning. There's several other guys. Unfortunately, if Herbert suffered a horrendous career-ending injury, like right now, he'd be a guy that you'd have to bring into a conversation later and be like, yeah, but do you remember Justin Herbert? Oh, man, yeah, those 6 years. That's kind of where he would belong. Unfortunately, I think if he stays healthy, time will tell. But if he stays healthy and keeps playing, he's going to crack pretty high in the all-time ranks if he keeps playing.
Yeah, there's no reason why he shouldn't.
Right, there's no reason for me to think that he won't. I mean, we talked about Brees and Brady playing so long. Matthew Stafford's 37 this year and still playing at a really high level.
And people don't even realize it. That's another story.
That's a story for another day.
But it's just amazing how we look at the quarterback position now, because you have to look at it differently because everybody throws the ball. And especially I think fantasy football warps the number too sometimes, because you can get a quarterback later in your draft. He's still going to put up great numbers. So the perception is
good enough.
But he puts up great numbers. And that's why the playoff piece is going to become even more important than it ever has before, even though it's always been important. But I think now more so than ever, because it's going to separate the average from the great, because a lot of average guys put up big numbers in the regular season because it's a passing league.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do when the game's on the line? What do you do when it matters? And that's the next step for him.
That's a good point. And this may sound like I'm doing what I'm going to say I'm not doing. Not to insult Jameis Winston, but since we brought him into the conversation earlier, Jameis Winston has had a pretty good career. He's a good quarterback. He's in an elite category of one of only 9 guys to throw over 5,000 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions that same season, and that's what has hurt him. That's why he's not viewed on the left. Nobody, even today, would say Jameis Winston is amongst the greatest quarterbacks currently playing, let alone all time. He can sling it. He can, as I've heard some people say, he can grip it and rip it. He can throw the ball. He can throw the ball downfield. He can put up numbers. He puts up too many interceptions. Yeah. He hasn't had success in the playoffs. Herbert, if there's anything negative that can be said about him, I think it's that. He hasn't had postseason success. He hasn't carried his team, but I think the young man's got tremendous talent. We've talked about this before, too. He's not the rushing threat of the Lamar Jacksons and Jaden Daniels of the world. When he needs to run the ball, he can. He's fast enough, athletic enough. He's not afraid to run it. So he's got that element to where that is a threat. He doesn't look to do it all the time.
Physically,
he doesn't need to.
He has no weakness physically.
Yeah.
He's got the size. He's got the quick release. He's got the pocket presence.
He's got the arm strength, the pocket presence.
He's got everything you would want. He can make every throw. It's just a matter of, again, success in the playoffs. And like I said, I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it has to happen. And
As of yet, we haven't
I'm
seen it.
99% sure it will with that coach and that team.
They're heading in that direction.
But we'll see.
We will, and I'd say also keeping the right talent around him. But, I mean, right now, you got Ladd McConkey. You've got Amarian Hampton, who's injured right now. But those are two young guys that you keep them together with Herbert. Maybe add, oh, how could I forget rookie tight end, Oronde Gadsden. Yeah. He's been having a heck of a season as of late. So you keep some of that nucleus together. I understand Keenan Allen's getting older. Quentin Johnson flashes here and there. But you keep the right talent around Herbert, and their defense has been improving too. It may be a matter of time before they win some playoff games and actually become a serious threat in that conference. We'll have to see. None of that is a prediction because we simply do not know, and things can change very fast in this league. But my assessment, it sounds like we're pretty close. The guy has elite talent. He's accomplished more in 6 seasons than almost any other quarterback. In fact, in a lot of ways, he's accomplished more in 6 seasons than any other quarterback has. My biggest thing for where would I put him all time, I've got to see the longevity.
Sure.
If he gets hurt or starts to slow down for some reason by the time he's 30, that's going to impact where I see him all time. He keeps playing this way when he's up to Stafford's age and beyond. Yeah, we're going to be talking about him in the realm of the Peyton Mannings and Drew Breeses of the world at a certain point. So anyway, before we land the plane, do you have any closing thoughts on Justin Herbert that we haven't touched on?
No, I'll be curious to see what they do this year in the playoffs, assuming they make it. Like we've said a couple times here, that's the next step for him. That's what I'm looking to see, especially when you compare it to last year's playoff game when he was horrible. Might have played the worst game that he's played as a pro. And so if he can if he can overcome that, then all of a sudden we start to see him even in a better light. But the talent's there. I expect him to do it. I'm a big fan of his. So I'm looking forward to see if he can be successful down the road.
Yeah, those all very valid points. So hey, talent's there. We just got to see it. Got to see sustained success, I think, and continued team success. But anyway, thank you all so much for stopping by. If you're a Justin Herbert fan, or if you're not, let us know in the comments. Where do you see him? Do you think he's just off to a great start? Is he going to fade? Do you think he's going to be better than Tom Brady someday? Do you think the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl? Or do you hope that they crash and fail like my producing partner Chris Black would love to see, being a Chiefs fan as he is? But thank you all so much. If you did like the episode, please show that by clicking the like button. If you've not already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That will help enable me to continue to bring you more of this type of content as well as many other types. If you missed part 1 of our series of Adjustin to Justin, go back and check that out. How good is Justin Jefferson? And stay tuned for part 3 coming next week as we conclude our study on Justin's Adjusting to Justin. For Talmadge Rodger Varnado III, I am Jared Johnson, the Jared J. Thanks for stopping by. I hope y'all have a great week. And I hope I see you again real soon. I mean, lightning could...